EarthSong, which I'm very privileged to be curating, is essentially a project of concerts, new commissions and workshops in primary schools, and it's very much our response to the environmental crisis, the biodiversity crisis that is currently unfolding.
I'm the composer of 2 new commissions for this EarthSong project. We are setting 2 texts by the German poet Heinrich Brock's. So I've set The Nightingale and also a second text themed about water.
We have new commissions by emerging composer Alice Beckwith to get children to help co-create this project, to get them thinking about their environments, what they treasure and concerns that they might have as well.
So this afternoon we started off playing some music written this week and some written just over 300 years ago. What was interesting for me playing Baroque cello is that Alice is very, very open in the rehearsal process, and we found some spaces to be freed from the bass line and become more of a lyrical instrument in hers. And I think this is something that Handel does as well in a lot of his writing. It can be very lyric in all the parts within it.
So we're both playing a melody instrument in this project. I'm playing the oboe, Max is playing violin. And in the Handel we're playing, they have what's called an obbligato role. So they're playing melody, but they're very much complementing the voice, providing a kind of a wordless other voice, I suppose, to interact with what the voice is doing. Whereas in Alice's music, we're doing a bit of that as well, but we're also providing more colour and texture. So for example, in The Nightingale, we're providing some of those kind of, very vocal sounds of ba-da, or whatever it might be.
The great thing about this project is how much we're interacting with the audience. It's very different to lots of traditional concerts where there can sometimes be a bit of a barrier. So I think we're really hoping to kind of get the audience thinking about environmental themes as well as performing these pieces to them.
We're going into schools and we're getting children moving and thinking creatively about the way they use their bodies in relation to music, how music relates to space, and also we're thinking about the environment and their environment in particular, so what they perceive their environment to be. And then we're using their innate creativity, creating these pieces in a really kind of interesting, collaborative way as their kind of response to the climate crisis and as a means of kind of influencing change.
It's a really crucial part of my work as a composer to have this opportunity to sit down with musicians and to get that feedback firsthand, because there's only so much you can do within your own capacity. So I'm just very grateful and very excited about what the project will bring.
The first part of our workshop's about sort of tuning up the body in response to music, so exploring different senses, exploring different sensory responses to the environment and to the living world, but also it's about using movement in a space in relationship with everyone around them. So it's very much about relationships as well.
And it's been amazing, hasn't it, to see just the creativity and variety of ideas that children come up with and just little things like, even when we're writing the songs, the turns of phrase they use, and it's amazing. And just, I think, for us, being able to be witness to that kind of creativity and that variety of creativity is wonderful. And we were really excited to sort of bring on the next phase of the project.